So Thao back once again with the Get Down, Stay
Back.
Down and a new record. Last time that you and I had talked, I guess was back at South by. I saw you at South by, and we were up on the roof doing the thing up
Right.
there. And it was kind of interesting because
Yes.
that was around the time that you were telling everyone, like, yeah, I don't know if I wanted to do this anymore. I thought I was done with it.
Yeah, I forgot that I had said that. I just let the option out. I just have to know that it's possible that I could quit at any time, um, but that I wouldn't. Yeah, I think that We the Common really revived and rejuvenated us in a lot of ways because of the premise of that record and the energy, the sort of community-based energy
Yeah.
around it, and that optimism in it. It sort of it revived the way I looked at playing shows and tour, and and so leading into the next record, we were ready, and I was eager to try to better capture our live energy, and
Yeah.
there were things that I wanted to. I guess there was still stuff I wanted to talk about, songs I still wanted to write.
It seems like because I guess what the big thing about this, it's a very personal record. It's a very autobiographical record.
Yeah.
I know the press sheet's out there, but do you want to tell the story behind A Man Alive?
Yeah, A Man Alive is essentially a sort of document of my relationship with my dad. A sort of it sort of captures different moments of the trajectory of our lives together, and for the most part apart.
Hmm.
Um, and so it was a deeply personal and emotional record to write, and I didn't intend to do it. It just sort of, when songwriting started happening for the record, it turned out that everything was having to do with this relationship.
Right. It's in a sort of detached way from the emotions of it. It's kind of interesting how, as an artist, as a songwriter, that you can hone in on one sort of specific idea and mine so much from it. And I guess when you're talking about a subject like this, there's a lot to mine from. I have a joke with all my friends, like I'm only friends with people who have daddy issues, myself included. You know, that seems to be the life and everything. So I understand,
Yeah.
but you were able to get like quite a bit of the album out of this idea, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was, I was able to approach it from a lot of different angles and um, delve into it in a way that I had spent my whole life kind of avoiding
Yeah.
delving into. So there's a lot to mine. Um, and some against my better judgments for privacy and comfort, and
Because you're right. Because then everybody's prodding at you and saying, "Tell me about this." You know.
yeah. Yeah, everybody, well, it's as with everyone's personal family things, everybody's delicate enough about it so that I could easily sidestep anything I didn't want to talk about or just circle around it. But I wanted the opportunity to, in our live shows and in our recording and in my songs, be a lot more direct and upfront than I have been
Yeah.
in my own way, as much as I could.
Does it lead to answers or closure for you when you get to put it on a record like this and spend all this time with a song?
Yeah, I thought it would. And there are songs, it's interesting, after making the record and different iterations of writing and going into the studio, there are points on the record where you'll hear that I think I have it figured out. Like I
Yeah.
think I fixed it. And I'm very optimistic. And then the next song, the next month, it's the same. And there's no linear progression in a way.
Yeah.
There's a kind of chronology to the songs, but those wind back on themselves as well. And that's very. I don't know what I was expecting because my entire life it's been like that. I don't know why 4 months of concerted songwriting would have changed anything. But I thought, I thought it was. It turns out it's the same, and that's part of it too. Then you'll hear songs on that record that are just like, well, can I swear?
Yeah, you can swear.
Just like, fuck. Fuck. I thought, well, fuck. Nothing changes. Or what are we going to do? You know,
Right.
that's that impasse that you think you can get around and you can't. And or it's getting whatever it is leading you closer, but you're not there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I look at some of these lyrics, slash and burn, all this time, a man alive, how I have grown. Guts, I think it has my favorite version of it all with I've got the guts, I don't need the blood. I mean, it is right because we see you working it out right in front of us and everything. And I guess, there's that whole thing where, like myself, I think a lot of us have had to deal with some sort of issues like this, and it helps. It helps all of us, I guess, in a way to see you trying to figure it out yourself because we've all been there.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, I mean, I think nothing would be more rewarding for me than to just hear from people that there's something familiar and there's some kind of people as well.
Yeah. There's one song on here I definitely wanted to ask about, and that is Meticulous Bird. Like, you're showing off some pretty awesome rap skills on this song, and then I go to find out that you were voted best rapper in 3rd grade? Was that true?
That's right, Kyle. Don't mind if I do talk about that. I was voted best and only rapper in 3rd grade. That was because there was a book report for Charlotte's Web, and you could either do a book report or you could choose another thing to do. And at that time, I mean, I've been a big fan of rap since even before 3rd grade. And I have an older brother, and he was always listening to it, and I just loved it, and I wanted to be a rapper. Still do. And so anyway, I chose to write a rap about Charlotte's Web, and I taped it on the boombox, and I brought it in because I was too shy to perform it live. But
so now you're living that dream. Now you get to do it.
I'm paying tribute to a genre and to a style of music that I've been a fan of for a long time, and it's influenced me greatly. And I think that this record I wanted to show more and pay more tribute to how much it's influenced me. Even in the way we layered when I approached guitar playing, it was more guitar as samples and riffs as opposed to making a guitar-based song. In Meticulous Bird, it was a really cool chance to build beats and to experiment rhythmically and in ways that I hadn't before.
Yeah. Well, I think it's my favorite song on the record, at least right
now.
Thank you. It's so much fun, and I guess that's actually a good spot to bring it around where you work with one of your closest friends on here with Merrill Garbus of Tune-Yards.
Yes.
And that really seems like one of the songs that she would shine on as far as her expertise. Like, this feels like there's the Merrill collaboration and stuff like that.
Yeah. That Merrill encouraged me to explore programming drums and beat writing more, and so I did. And Meticulous Bird is an example of that, where I demoed a lot of it at home. But lyrically, the song, its origins are from a challenge that she posed, which was for me to write a song without an instrument.
Yeah.
So I did. I tried.
I love it. And I do. I love this whole record. And it's cool to see you, mess with your sound still and try all these things. And again, to take us on the journey of the very personal story that goes with Man Alive. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
No problem. Well, that's it. That's good. We'll jump off here before we lose a connection again. But that's actually all I needed. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good to talk to you again.
You too, Thao. Thanks, and have a great one.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Kyle. Thank you. Bye.